I'm 99% sure we've established that there's not one take for me. Yeah, it's always 3 or 4, right? Couple rolls tonight. I was halfway through Ipsy and it fell. And not only did it fall, it like launched. And then I'm trying to gather everything and I didn't realize I don't know this stuff, you know? So I counted how many items I had on my notes that I made when I picked my items, and I counted the amount of stuff on the floor. I had like, I think 2 items opened already. I don't know. Now there's something I want to tell you real quick, if you don't mind. It's not Ipsy related, and I know we're here for Ipsy. We're not here for Maddie, but my illness is acting up today, and it is acting up in the form of a specific symptom I live with, and that is my thermometer in my head. It does what it wants, when it wants, however it wants. So when I was out today doing some errands, I turned into like a boiler. And I did some beat today. You know, I'm down. It always feels good to like feel good, right? So I'm like, oh, I gotta go out, do my makeup, put on a little outfit and just try to feel better. And no, that was a huge mistake today. So we tried that, didn't work. Came home and I was getting changed, and because I just, something about outside clothes, I don't like them. Got changed and realized I wanted to share my Ipsy with you. Mine arrived yesterday. Now, I was in contact with these horses' asses. Again, I don't recall why, but again, I was left hanging for 48 hours on one issue, and another issue they thought they had resolved, but it's always in the details, right? So it wasn't resolved, and I just feel like an idiot, because when you have a message for Ipsy, you have to PM them via Twitter. So you go in, you type your DM, and then you post, I don't know why, but you have to post that you've PM'd, and it's embarrassing. Like, it's really not it's the world business here if I choose to put my Ipsy out. But like, I don't think people should have, if they don't have a Twitter, they have to get a Twitter to get a hold of the Zendesk or whatever the frig it is. But since the pandemic, Ipsy no longer has a phone number. They only have DMs in Twitter. So if you're considering Ipsy, because they have some good deals on if you want to buy the whole year up front, I don't recommend that. As somebody who pays for Ipsy, in good conscience, I can't tell you to go purchase it. And I'll leave it at that. I've done a few more reviews if you want to check them out. So what I need to get out of the way, if you don't mind, is when all this heat shit started happening, because I had all the makeup on, I wiped my face. And now it looks like it went through a cement truck. You know, I didn't know if I should leave it on, half on. I didn't know if I should take it off. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to sit down and go through my Ipsy, because there's something in here I actually really wanted for once. I think I picked it, if you know their new pick system. So, we're going to try this again. We're not going to launch it. We're not going to drop it. And I forget what I did the other time, but it's just me being an asshole, basically. Ipsy, hey! Okay. Now, because I have been in and out of the box, this is the card. Lovely quality. Show your colors. Yay! 5 ingredients for a fruit powered glow. There they are for you if you're so inclined. Now, what I did was I made my notes when I ordered the items, so I didn't refresh. So I might be a little more asinine on things than I usually am. And I'm sorry for that, because I know if I'm watching, I just give you this shit. So let's do it. I'm not gonna know what I picked though. How about we do that, okay? I did have one add-on. I never know. I never know if people want to see the add-ons or not. So if you want to let me know, let me know. Oh, and I wanted to tell you about Ipsy and their store where you can shop and they have flash sales and all that stuff. I tend to buy quite a few items from Ipsy, and if you ever have a question on if you have purchased or want to or anything, generally the eyeshadow palettes I'll go for, but that's a mixed bag, I'll explain. 90% of that stuff I've probably tried, used, or heard about. I've had Ipsy for 4.5 to 5 years now. I pay for mine. I am not comped, and the reason I upload is because I do think there is a difference between the pay bags and the not pay bags. This is the Glam Plus bag. So I get this I get it for 2 months, and then on the 3rd month we get the ultimate big Glam box that I think everybody uploads. This is the subscription you have to maintain to get those bigger boxes. These are the boxes that you get every month. This is the basic ones. And now, about a year ago, what they started to do was let you pick out like half of the items. So if you get 7 items, which I would say on average, you get to pick 3 or 4 of those now. It is from 4 to 6 different items, and they're not always great themselves, but at least you have some kind of selection now. It doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt. Okay, so first we have the Sutra by Sutra Rejuvenating Hair Serum. This is 60 milliliters, and it will run you $45 USD. Have a look. I did. I've already done this one for you. Let me try again. Okay. Hold that up. Okay. And this is 60 milliliters, about 2 ounces. It is infused with vitamin E and jojoba oil, omega fatty acids. I think that's a good thing. I did pick this. I selected this out of the 4 to 6 choices they gave me. And the directions are shampoo, conditioner. This claims to protect your hair from heat after you use shampoo and conditioner. You apply it, you don't take it off, you leave it in, and I guess you can do your straightening or your blow drying, and you have more protection than you generally would, that's always a good thing. But if it's anything for hair or frizz, I will generally grab that because I know it's a lot of my disease, but again, I don't have collagen or my collagen's deformed, a deformed collagen, so my hair is like not at all the best ever. And I put it up already. I'm sorry. I get over it. Right? If I go like this, it's all the way down my back now. I'm debating on cutting that actually, and my kids told me I'm too old to have the hair I have. Excuse me. They say at 51 I should be looking toward like a proper haircut. So I don't know. I guess that's shorter. Old ladies wear their hair shorter, right? Because I think that's what they're insinuating. No, not insinuating. They're telling me. But what are you gonna do? I don't know. Let's try this one. Sorry, I like to, mix it up a little. What do we have? Ooh. Okay. This is called Liquid Glass. This is by Dry Bar. It is 188 milliliters, which is 6.4 fluid ounces. This was fascinating. Okay, this was also a hair one. I did not pick this. This was picked for me, by the way, okay? So we'll count at the end. I think 3 out of the 7 were picked for me, and then I picked, we'll count. Okay, sorry, so blah, blah, blah. Now this, I quoted this. The ultimate frizz fighter, end quote. Creates invisible shield around each strand of hair, claims. Every strand of hair to give it a reset and it can accept heat up to 450 degrees. I do believe it protects the hair. I absolutely believe that, but like that's a bit much. I mean, it claims to encase every single piece of little hair that it touches. Heat won't bother me now, and that's just a little much. And again, it's primarily it's hair damage, and my hair grows in damage. So it a great pick from them, which is rare. I'm very happy. It's very rare, and it's a hair pick. The picks that they make tend to be either skincare or just like straight out makeup of some sort, it seems anyway. Now, again, I pay for mine. That's why I upload, because I think my bags and things that I get are a lot different than the people that don't pay or that are comped or me, that have subs and stuff. So yeah, so I share, so maybe you can see the difference before you invest, because it's just not the company it was when I started. I'm even questioning hanging out there. Like, I'm at the end of my rope when I want to get hold of somebody, or there's an issue, and there's always an issue, like from missing out, bad stuff. Let's do happy. Now this, I reboxed. I had already done it, but I did it half-assed, so this is a reset for us. This I did pick. I chose this out of 4 to 6 items they gave to select from. I am curious about this. This could be one of the most like bold claimed items that I've received from Ipsy, but let's get into it. It's called Volition Hibiscus Unstoppable Correcting Oil. Ooh, okay, that's a bold claim. Now, again, it has hibiscus in it. I have never been made aware of what hibiscus does for the skin, so that we'll find out. Now, licorice root, it also has licorice root in it. That is good stuff. Licorice root is great for your skin. It's very gentle. It, like, if anything, actually soothes your skin. I would say it's licorice root or arnica. Arnica, not amica. It's A-R-N-A, but yeah. So anyway, this has that, licorice root, and sea buckthorn. Now, sea buckthorn I've heard about. I've heard that's quite good to your skin, so let's see. I hope I didn't say hair, because I got a couple hair items this month, it seems, and that's very rare. Okay, so we have all that. Now, this says, after shampoo and conditioner, oh, this is the fancy one, warm 2 to 3 drops in palms of hands and press into face, neck, and décolletage, however French you are, I don't know. Now, I will show you one thing. I like this kind of, I don't want to call it applicator, a dispenser, I'm not sure what it is, but this is one of those guys. You take it out, it's like an eyedropper, empty, or it should be empty, and you put it back. It's pretty impressive for me. So we have it back in, and actually what you do to get it out, I don't know why I love these, but I do. You push it down, you see the air bubbles come up the side, sorry about that. You push it down, and then there is your oil. So that is the way this dispenses, and I do like that. It's clean, I get the right amount, it just, I'm happy with this. I did pick this, of course. Okay, let's see what else we have. Okay, this is an add-on. This is a hair cream I pick up for either $3.50 or $5. It varies with the which sale it's on, versus the flash sale. I don't know. So it's either $3.50 or $5. Now this is a good size for them, and it is here it is, Nourishing Curl Jam. Curl Jam. I see what they did there. That was lame. Sorry. So anyway, this is good for your hair. So when I see it I grab it, because it's good stuff and it's a good size sample. That's very nice. I probably would go full size on that. Oh, we're getting low. So it looked like it was a 6 item perhaps we'll, oh, I picked this. I take back what I said. Now this is one of the two of the best things I've ever gotten from Ipsy. Let me show you how it comes. I haven't opened this yet. Let's do this together. Let you see first. How's that? It's Natasha Yay. Oh, we got her Jubilee palette. We did. This is called the Natasha Denona Jubilee Eye Palette. Apply with fluffy brush for wash of color or fingertips for foil finish. And they look to be all matte. Oh. This is what I'm talking about. Now, if you look here, the shadow, because there's no plastic insert, is the shadow, the pink, got into the gold and the brown next to it. It's still on there. Wow. And I don't know if you can see how disgusting the top of this looks. Let's try this. Like, it's just all gross and looks like it was fingerprinted and every other thing. That's just disgusting. Okay, this is a little disappointing. This was my, oh boy. Okay, so I'm just gonna get some of this shadow off. Well, actually, I'll do that. It's really stupid to waste your time. I apologize. So yes, the Natasha Denona Jubilee palette for eyes. Now, Natasha Denona, I do have a reaction to some of her shadows. I don't know why. I get a reaction to her shadows occasionally. Huda, very rarely. Jeffree Star, no. Yeah, something about the Natasha is like hit or miss with my eyes, but regardless, the condition isn't so hot, but look at that. I'm so happy over this. I will say Ipsy doesn't usually get anything this, I don't want to stay close to when it was released, like new or talked about necessarily, but this is a pretty big item for them. I'm very happy and very not impressed with the condition of it, but that's Ipsy and I. It's like love 8. Okay, I didn't show you the bag. I'm so sorry. It is the ice cream stickles, I guess, for the summer. They really should have done this. They should have committed and just made a frickin' rainbow, month of colors. We know it's ally or rep month, right, for the LGBTQ+. Just do the rainbow. God almighty. Okay, this is by Ciate London. This is Dewy Skin Vitamin C Glass Glow Primer. Okay, this is like, can you see how beat up this box is from there? Like, this is all dented in. I just, like I said, they're just different. So, Dewy Skin, let's have a look. And what did we write down? Let's hope it was good. Now, this claims to brighten and hydrate with vitamins C and E, and it mentions giving you an even canvas to apply your foundation to, or however you use it. It's a primer. They're pretty big on primers, I will say that. Ciate is a phenomenal brand. I think only one of their eyeshadows once probably let me down, but aside from that, Ciate is pretty solid. So yeah, so we have 6 items. So that was a total of 5 because I had one of the add-ons. So 5 isn't so many items, I'll say that. I did get to pick 3 of them. I'm just checking my notes. I'm sorry. I picked 3 of them. So 3 out of 5 ain't bad. Oh, that's awful. I didn't do the Ipsy theme song. Oh, shit. I know, right? I know I have one. The most wonderful time of the month. Ipsy. I hope you feel better. I do. I have some fun stuff to play with. By the way, I have the Persephone eye palette. That's why that's on my mind, because wow, I'd love to review that, but I don't know if anybody's interested or not before I dare put that on my face again. So let me know. Oh, that's what I always forget to tell you. Now that's the Ipsy, so that's what you're getting, I guess, if you picked or didn't, good idea. I always forget to tell you guys why I don't show you, or show me rather, excuse me, applying makeup when it doesn't look like cement. My joints, as bad as they are, I have to get in some awkward positions, for lack of a better term, that to apply my makeup evenly and correctly the way I like it, like when I take the time to do it the way I like. So it's a little difficult because I'm working with the iPhone 6 here, so it's getting that correct and then trying to do something that's very actual. It's actually a little hard for me to do as it is. Anything like fine motor, I have difficulty with. I've noticed lately my writing is like going, is going. And, you know, like I hit 50, I'm done fighting, but I'm not here to bitch about my disease today. I'm here to show Ipsy, and I feel I've done that, and I feel I'm forgetting something, but guess what? Nobody watches me, so it probably doesn't matter what I forgot. If you know what I forgot, or have a question, or want to know about this stuff, or especially anything from previous bags, because we have lots of hits and misses, but I don't know what anybody wants to watch, and I would like to try and get a little channel going. I've been very bad with uploading. I've been very ill, but I would like more people to know about my disease, and hopefully, you know, that way another person won't suffer with the wrong diagnosis as long as I did, and the symptoms and the horrific, unspeakable pain of this disease is just, it's unreal. It's unreal. So yeah, I don't want anybody else going through that, you know? So if you can do a few things, like you can take your thumb and push it to touch your wrist. That's the hallmark of hypermobile ESD. Just this way, and you push down, and my thumb is touching my wrist. As I understand it, normal humans don't do that so much. And oh, the pinky test. When you bend your fingers, do they go straight or do they bend up? Yeah, my pinky's back here. And then we have so those are just, I mean, it doesn't mean that you have anything at all. At all. You may just be very flexible, and that's great for gymnastics and stuff. If you've ever heard the term double jointed, that's what hypermobile joints are. It's just, depending, I guess, on why the genetic code gave you that. Because what my disease is, and those are just hallmarks. Those are not a definitive anything. Believe me, please. It took us 20 years to diagnose this. And I don't want anybody else to ever suffer as long as I did. So if I throw like a symptom or something out there, that's all that is. You know, I mean, and again, this was all about a journal for my daughter to have when I'm gone. And it's either shit she knows, should know, or I wanted her to know. Just kind of vlogging, you know. That's it. But yeah, especially Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. If you know it, if you've heard of it, if you have somebody with it, if you suffer from it, let's be friends, you know, because I think only we would understand each other. I do. It's a very unique disease. And I think that's all a mistake, because I've talked entirely too much for a 6-piece, and it was 6 pieces of Ipsy, but it was still the most wonderful time of the month, and there's nobody I'd rather share it with than you. Now I'm going to grab my little clicker button. We're going to try this again, okay? Now I'm going to, oh, excuse me, one last sip of water, okay? Thank you. Okay. I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to smile, and then I'm going to click. One of two things will happen. The video will end, or I'm going to be there clicking again, okay? I apologize. I'm just trying to work with what I got. Not a lot, but that's it. So I hope that you had an awesome Father's Day. Whoever, wherever you are, if you're a single mom, I got you. I got you. And you should be gotten. Yes. I mean, hell, I learned football. I learned how to fix cars. I learned shit. I'll be honest with you, when I potty trained my kids, my boy, he was to stand, because back in my day, kids would get picked on if they sat, because for some reason boys knew that meant their parents were divorced. And for some reason in the early 80s, that meant something to somebody. And you see how I just in circles babble, right? Point was, moms, solo moms, I just want to give you a shout out, because I know we're working both sides, and I know how hard that is from every angle, and you're doing great, and you're going to keep doing great. And single dads, you go. Keep kicking ass, raise those kids, do a good job. Let's all do a good job. I think that's all we're trying to do, right? And then maybe life will get better. I don't know. It's always the hope, right? You have a lovely evening, a lovely everything until we speak again. And then we'll talk about those things. Then we'll talk about other things if you want. So I am here. If I can believe I think I have 37 subscribers, which actually, believe it or not, for me is a big deal. Nobody other than my children. Like I said, I'm the only branch on the family tree. So other than my children, who they're not even sub to me, little bastards. And I'm not sub to me. So every single one of those 37 subs, like I either kind of earned, or I don't know, maybe I'm a case study for some psychology student. I don't know. But I like to share my Ipsy with you. I think that my disease needs to be out there, shared, spread, and people need to be made aware of this. It's a very serious disease, you know, and there's ways to take care of certain things that can improve the quality of life that anybody would suffer. It's just so, it's 1 in a quarter million people. So it's not very prominent. Otherwise I wouldn't be here bullshitting about it. And that just goes back to my daughter wanting to have a video journal of me on YouTube specifically. So when I'm gone, she can access it. And I've mentioned that again. And that's it. Oh my God. You know what they called me in high school? Chatty Matty. Chatty Matty. I wonder why? Okay. Let's hope the button works. Have a great everything till I see you again. And please feel free to be number 38. Lucky number 38. Because that means I've like earned or whatever each and every one of you. And if you want to be funny and unsub, that's okay. Because I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it. I would just like to be more scheduled. I really would. The EDS is kicking my ass lately. Like, I thought I was having a flare. And this flare seems to be going, you know, from one aspect to another aspect to another aspect. So it's not all the same flare, but it's still affecting my life so much. Oh my God. That's a whole nother for another day. Take it easy. Let's hope the button works. And it was nice to see you tonight. Okay? I hope you like the Ipsy. Bye.